Ugh. Should have fixed my hair before I went on. Hello. I thought I would come on and do a little live video today while I was home. Ken's taking a nap. And thought we might just chat about my new obsession, which has been finding the perfect colored pencil. And wait a second for a few to come in. Uh, those of you who have been used to our jewelry videos and jewelry auctions um, might wonder why I'm talking about colored pencils. But we have, both of us have become somewhat obsessed with doing art for art's sake, just for our own selves. And one medium that I enjoy a lot, besides just pencils and charcoal, is colored pencils. Hi, Tammy. How are you? I'm talking about colored pencils today and drawing and art. I have become somewhat obsessed with finding the perfect colored pencil. Hi, Enamora. So good to see all of our friends. Ken's asleep with the dog. They're in on the bed. We kind of over the last, I don't know how many months, started taking afternoon naps. Hello there, goodbyes. How are you feeling? I hope you're still doing well. I just, after I came on, I thought I should have really fixed my hair. It would have been nice if I had fixed my hair to come online. I had to run down to my doctor's office in another town to sign a paper that they make you sign periodically uh, for certain medications. Hi, Buttercup. I'm getting a message. My kids never message me. Well, they do, but till I'm online, and then they start or I'm somewhere doing something. Good there, goodbyes. I'm glad. I'm so glad. It's good to see all of you guys. Um, I've kind of, uh, I don't know, the last little bit been watching a lot of colored pencil videos and buying colored pencils with my gift cards I got for Christmas. And those of you probably saw, some of you did, the big pile of drawings I had. There were over 3,000 plus in sketchbooks and in, you know, loose paper and everything. I made myself complete the archive of a drawing group before I would let myself actually start having fun. Well, hopefully, sometime we'll be back on with the jewelry goodbyes. But anyway, so I've been experimenting with different mediums, seeing what I like. I've never done art my whole life. I've always kind of been told no, I don't have any art talent at all, and I probably don't. But I love doing it, and I have found it to be more mentally balancing than anything I've ever done, and counted a blessing to have discovered, this channel. And Ken, I think it was more of a if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing. And he's will hold touch if I damage it, he'll shoot me. This is what he's working on right now. He's doing real stuff, or oil painting, and I didn't know that oil paint doesn't dry relatively soon after you do it. It takes days. But I'm drinking my favorite water. I don't get any compensation from them, but my whole life I have loved Crystal Geyser that Dollar Tree sells. When Dollar Tree was in our local mall, uh, which is now a Hard Rock Casino, but anyway, they sold these $1 a bottle, and I didn't mind a bit to pay $1 for a bottle. It's spring water. It's so good. But anyway, uh, colored pencil has become what I enjoy, and I think the reason I enjoy it is because I can sit anywhere and do colored pencil, like, lie across the bed, which I've got to quit doing because my back is killing me from laying stomach down across the bed drawing while Kim, watches TV. But anyway, colored pencils are very what's the word, ease of use and portable and all of the above. Um, Everyone online that you talk to loves Prismacolor. So that was, I got some Prismacolors. I think, well, I'll say this. This is my basket of Crayolas, and I think there's some rose art. And there's a brand called Crazy Art. They're more or less what you might refer to as children's or beginner type colored pencils that have just been around here, and I threw them all in this basket. I also had these erasable Crayolas, which actually are pretty good for sketching when you're doing something where you don't want your lines to show, and they are erasable. But I had that, and then when I kind of started getting serious about it, the first thing everybody said was Prismacolor. And I ordered a set on Amazon of portrait. Most of you know I've been doing a little bit of portraiture. I've been working on one of my daughter today, and I hadn't caught her likeness yet. I do two sometimes for a test. There's one done with uh, Loomis method, and then this one's just a freehand, loose, quick sketch. And I always do better, oddly, catching the likeness when I just loosely do it. But anyway, I ordered the portrait colored pencils from Prismacolor. They were the cheapest you could get. Plus, I do portraiture a little bit. And I think there were 12 of these, and they're skin color and hair color. And I got those. And then it also came with like a link where you could go and do lessons, kind of, video lessons. And I then ended up ordering another set of Prismacolor that had 24 in it. And everyone loves Prismacolor but me. And now I will clarify that when I'm doing skin on a face or something, these are the best. But I don't enjoy using my Prismacolors like others do because they're so soft and blendable that I use this sharpener and just keep it with me. And you just are constantly sharpening pencils with these. And so I've been searching for another, and I even got which comes separately, I got the Prismacolor blender. And what I have found is this Prismacolor colorless blender pencil actually takes the budget pencils and makes them look a lot better. But anyway, that's the Prismacolor, and they are relatively soft core and creamy like. And on some instances, you come out with a better looking project. The next ones I ordered were the Amazon, and I got those with some of my Christmas gift cards that I received. And these right now, I think you can get a set of 24 for like $5.99 or something. These were a set of 48. I paid more than that. But these colors closely align to the Prismacolor color chart. I had watched a video where the lady swatched both of them, and they're very close. But these are not as soft as Prismacolor, and they do hold their point longer, of course, and you don't have to just constantly sharpen. And I do like these. They're still not what I'm looking for. And I don't know. So I had the Prismacolor. Then my friend Sonia gave me a set of 144 from Michaels. And these are Artist Loft is their brand. And I also had bought a little kit that had a few of these in it. And these are actually nice pencils. They're not Prismacolor, but they keep their point. In the color selection, it's really good. I like these. Our new puppy got hold of my green. Anyway, these are nice pencils, Artist Loft mostly Ken uses some of their oil paint and stuff, and these are a higher quality pencil than the Amazon. These are what I usually use, and she also gave me some watercolor pencils, but I'm kind of putting everything separate. I do like to use these and then come in with the colorless blender and smooth it out. Okay, now I have to be careful about putting things away because I have a little yap puppy that use these. Now I keep a little small pencil case when I'm with my grandson, which is a lot. I have certain pencils he can use, and most of them are the Crayola erasables, but I've got a few others. But I don't know where I got these. I think they might be INC brand, and I saw those at Dollar Tree or somewhere. I may have gotten them at Dollar Tree. And you don't have to sharpen these because they're like a mechanical pencil. Of course, the lead quality is not Prismacolor by any long shot. But what I have found is they're really good. Their skin color's really good. And they actually had one at one of the Dollar Trees that was all skin colors, which I thought I may pick that up later just for giggles. But anyway, I did keep a little one of those so when I'm over there, he can. And then today, I'm waiting on a refund I bought some pencils off of Amazon that I ended up taking back and waiting on the refund on those. They were called Hoo, that's H-U Hero, Hoo Hero. And I did a lot of research, had it in my cart. I'd watched a video. I love to watch colored pencil videos. I guess I'm easily entertained. But it was supposed to be made in Japan, and they were supposed to kind of be a hidden gem that not many people knew about. Well, when I got on and tried to shop those, there were two different sets of packaging. There was a round cylinder with a lid, and that one was the one the lady had. And then there was one kind of about like this. It had some flowers on it, and they were two different ones, and I was trying to figure out what to order. So I thought, well, I'll order the one the lady has. But I had researched on Amazon, and supposedly, especially the one that was in the case like that, were made in Japan and were supposed to be very soft core color that you could blend and everything. When they came, I was so thrilled. I loved the container. You could see all your colors on the top, everything. They just weren't, they were not as good as the Amazon. And they were made in China. It was clear on the container. So I don't know what the discrepancy there was. Usually Japan produces really nice, whatever they produce, And I was kind of excited to get those. So I sent those back. I also ordered some King Art, what I thought were watercolor brush pens, which turned out to just be about the equivalent and not as good as the ones I get at Dollar General for, I think, $1 or $2. I can't remember, that have two ends on them. They were just markers. They were not watercolor markers and at all. So I sent those back. And anyway, at this point, have about decided that I'm going to hold off. I have heard that there's a pencil called Holbein or something like Holbein. That's really good. So I was going to get into the watercolor pencils. These Artist Loft ones are very good. I mean, excellent. My friend had gotten those for me, and they are excellent. You just color, and then they don't seem to leave as scratchy a marks as some might. I have another set that doesn't have a name brand, and they kind of leave scratchy marks or something. These Artist Loft ones are wonderful. And the way I use those, let me show you what I just bought today. Here it is. We were at Michael's today. Right now at Michael's, if you get your coupon, it's 25% off your total order, regular or sale price. And that's today, April, what is today? The 3rd, 4th. It's a little brush pen that has water in it. You squeeze it while you're working and just paint like you would a regular brush. So when you're actually activating the watercolor pencils, this is all you need. You can have these and your pencils and you're ready to go. And I had one from Dollar General that has never quite been real effective. This one from Michael's was on clearance for $3.99, and I think that it's going to be a little better. So you just, wet what you've colored, and it looks like watercolor. And I love the watercolor pencils. But what has become one of my favorite things, and they're really not, they call them color charcoal pencils. They're not really colored pencils, but these are Miss You Love professional color charcoal pencils. And I love these. If you like charcoal, and they're beautiful pencils too, and they were not expensive at all. It's basically colored charcoal, or it's almost like pastel, but a little easier to use. And they are such pretty pencils. And I was trying to think if I had anything I had done with these. Hold on. Here's one that I had done with those. And I didn't use a lot of them on that, but hold on. Ken took my bag of all that artwork up to the burn pile because I don't have anywhere to put it. And none of it, the good stuff I kept out. But anyway, the colors are just like muted, and you can come in with your blending stump and get just whatever coverage you want, and they lift off real easily, like if you're outside the lines or something. And I really, really like these, and I think they were $10, right at $10 a little bit, and they're called Miss MISULOVE, Miss You Love. So those were definitely a successful purchase that I'm happy with. Another purchase from Michael's I'm not happy with are these Jelly Roll pens. Everybody talks about Jelly Roll pens. And what I needed this for was to do the glint. Hi, Jude. The glint in the eye, the little white speck. And I can't really get any kind of anything with these. I'm going to try them on black paper. They're Michael's, not Amazon, so I would have to have the packaging, and I threw it away. But I think I got 3 of these for $3.99, and then I had a coupon for X amount of dollars. I'm doing just looking at my quest for colored pencils, Jude. I took some more back yesterday that I'm waiting on a refund called Hoo Hoo Hero, and there was kind of there was a discrepancy on the packaging. I ordered what the lady on the video had that she loved, and I did not love them. But I don't care for Prismacolor that much. They're not my go-to is probably Artist Loft from Michael's. But what Jude mentioned something that I went and ordered was the Prismacolor colorless blending pencil. Well, where is it? If you do colored pencils of any kind, here it is. I think it's in my Prismacolors. Yeah, here's one. Yeah, I've sharpened it down. I think you get 2 packages of 2, and they're like under $5. So that's 4 of them. And once you use this and see the difference in what colored pencil stuff looks like, this was a really good purchase, and I appreciate Jude giving me a heads up on this. But as far as the Prismacolor, other than for skin, um, I like the skin color set of portraiture pencils that I got. But as far as like just passing the time or doing a little easy landscape or something where I need some color, I don't like using those. They just dull down and all you get polychromos and Prismacolor. I don't like sharpening constantly. I've got a little electric one, but I don't use it for Prismacolor and will jam it up. But I use this Fiskars one, but I just don't like. Let me show you how this one sharpens. It's really kind of cool. You have 2 holes. One that even fits crayons. I think it's got a, yeah, there we go. You turn this around. It's a nice, they're only like $3 and something on Amazon. They're from Fiskars, like the scissor company, Fiskars. But anyway, I like the effect of the Prismacolor, but I don't enjoy working with it. And that's the, you know, I don't know if you were here, Jude. I showed these right here. These are, if you like charcoal or pastels or anything like that, these are wonderful. Miss You Love. They're colored pencils that are charcoal. And of course, you got that, you can wipe it off. Yeah, I don't have a soft touch. And with cheaper pencils, if you get too heavy, then you can't even come back over them because of the, I need to have a lighter touch on everything, piano and art and everything else. I've just never been known as a light touch. But I want to show you something, Jude. And this is just one. I typically work Loomis method, where you have the circle and then you can. I have found I can be very laborious on trying to get a likeness. And then I can come along and scratch one out in minutes and it looks more like the person. And I've done this about 3 times experimenting. And there's a man on YouTube who takes a piece of charcoal and does all this crazy stuff, and then the likeness comes out. And I think what's happening, I'm trying so hard, especially with someone who I recognize or know or a celebrity. My left brain's trying to do it, and when I just let go and do it, my right brain's doing what it sees. If you haven't read the book Drawing with the Right Side of Your Brain, I suggest you get it because it's the best. Well, it helped me a whole lot. But it's the same mindset of turning things upside down, which I often do. I'm in this group where every day we draw something, they give us a reference photo. And sometimes they're just crazy stuff. And yesterday's was really crazy. It was this dog with a wig on, which doesn't really interest me that much, but it is good practice. The day before was this. That's just a portrait I did. One day it was this one, and I did enjoy this one somewhat. This one I think I used watercolor pencils. But I don't know if y'all watch Brickhomes or not. This is Judi Dench, named Judi Dench. She's on a show we used to like to watch. But some of the stuff like a dog marionette, which I didn't add the strings, but they're crazy things. But it's an exercise, Well, it's odd though that I can sit down and scratch something out so quickly and catch the likeness. I took a piece of red charcoal last week and did this on one I had struggled with multiple times trying to get a likeness. I wanted, it was family member. And then I just took a piece of red, brick red charcoal and scratched it out and it looked like them. And I was like, I think it's a left-right brain thing. I don't know. But if you try too hard sometimes at something, we watch Ken, like I was telling y'all, does a little painting, and he likes um, a guy we both do. He's a British man named Stuart Davies, and he kind of does the. He's got an art degree from one of those. I don't know if it's in Wales or where it is, art schools, but he now paints kind of like Bob Ross, not exactly, but it's a looser, freer, compose on the canvas kind of thing. And which, I like drawing. That's what's been my biggest challenge is the actual drawing. And Ken and my son both like the looser kind of thing. But he's always talking about how don't worry about it. Don't, ultimately it's your art. And of course, oil painting's very correctable. But his don't worry attitude has been really refreshing for me. I do kind of get really hard on myself sometimes, but I did Loomis heads for months, uh, over and over. I mean, that kid's got this big bag of really expensive sketchbooks. I didn't know you could just get cheap sketchbooks for that kind of thing, but I did order some sketchbooks off Amazon that I was not pleased with. I have a little tub of good sketchbooks that I will use when I'm really doing something. But I ordered just some sketchbooks for my. I can't find the one I wanted to show you. Oh, here they are. This one, and it was like $3.99 or something, and the paper is. It's a little better than printer paper. It has a teeny little bit of texture, but I've used it and I am working in it. And the other one that I got, I pulled the cover off of it. It was, I think, a little more expensive than that. And basically, it is, I mean, I could get the printer paper and it'd be about the same. So I was really disappointed in that. Should have sent it back and didn't. And so I'm using it. But if you just need sketchbooks just for, quickie sketching, not really for lifelong uh, treasures, just for your, if you're a beginner like me, just for that doing exercises and drawing. And I hate to say it, Jude's husband's a minister, but when I'm listening to a minister, I'm usually drawing him either in my little pocketbook sketchbook or on the back of the bulletin. I sit and I'm listening, but I draw whoever's speaking in my little, I have a pocket little, about that size sketchbook. But this one is from Dollar Tree, and it's $1.25. And I don't know how many of these were in the bag that Ken's got to burn up on his burn pile, but these are wonderful, and I like this size. And if you're doing from a reference photo, the nice thing is if you have just a little traditional 7-inch tablet that you're working off of, this is about the same size. So it makes copying, if you're not, I hate to use the word copying, you know what I mean. If you're working off a reference photo this size, this is a nice size paper. If you're struggling, you can look and say, okay, halfway up is this, or and it's about the same size as my Kindle tablet that I work off of a lot. I have two Kindles. Actually, the bigger one is 10 inches, but the 7-inch one, 7.5 or whatever, 8, is about this size. So that's nice to have. And these are $1.25 at Dollar Tree, and I like those. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and do a little video. I'm still not confident enough to come on and draw or paint. Or why are you burning sketchbooks? Why are you ripping up hymnal pages? Cindy, I had so much. Okay, the archive in my drawing group has over 3,300 drawings, pictures that you draw from, plus 250 extras that I did some of, plus months of Loomis heads that I had done in great big thick sketchbooks that I paid a fortune for because I didn't know any better. And I mean, I just don't need book after book of Loomis heads. And I did, and a lot of the things I've done for this group, I mean, they're not. Uh, I know that I'm just teasing you. That they're not anything you really want to keep. But I got the closest to doing my. I have tried for months and months and months to draw Parker and Harper, and I can't get them. And uh, I just can't. I think part of it is I think my left brain's trying to do it because I know him, and so I think no, his nose goes that way. I got him, but I got him too young. But I got a lot of his personality there. But another thing that I did the other day. Here's another one of those that I was telling you. I was working on Shirley Jones from the Partridge Family, and this one I spent a lot of time. It's a Loomis head. Then after I got done, I wasn't happy with it, and I said I'm going to just try that same thing where I just scratch one out in a hurry, and it actually looked more like Shirley Jones than the one where I struggled and measured and did everything right. And I'm just very kind of perplexed with this deal where I can just quickly draw something and get a better likeness. But well, I learned a lot as I do and still do. See, I'm still doing one of their drawings a day. I would love to get in one more drawing challenge group that uses photo references and not just a prompt. I cannot draw squat from my imagination. I can't. If you said, okay, today we're going to draw this or that, I can't do it. So that part has not come. But I don't think it ever will. And it may be at this age a lack of confidence or what. I can be creative, but I still have to have the format of what I'm doing, what I'm aiming at. I save pictures a lot on my phone of things that, you know, this is, I saved that yesterday. It's the hospital where in Kingsport where my daughter used to work in it was in 1937. It was an old postcard someone posted because I don't believe in fairies. That's exactly right. I don't. But oh, he's trying to get Ken up. They're laying down taking a nap. The dog sleeps with us, and my daughter and her husband said, "You really ought not to start that." They had done it. It's not a it's he's he loves to get up in the bed with us, but he can't get up by himself, and I've lifted him a lot since we got him. And the week we got him, we had COVID, and my back, I have suffered so terrible. And I'll get okay, and then if we'll go in like Dollar Tree or Dollar General, I can make about one trip, kind of around, just one lap or whatever. And all of a sudden I have sciatica, and it's like when I fell in that estate sale. It's worse though. So I've got to try to. I don't like taking Advil. I did take some today. But then we went to Bristol I had to sign papers. When you take certain drugs, you have to sign a contract that you're not going to do other drugs or something. I don't know. I had never signed it before. And when my refills were due, I had to go up there and actually sign it in person. I said I drove all this way just to sign this thing. But it asks you the stupidest questions, like I was trying to remember to tell Ken a while ago. Uh, have you been arrested? And have you this and that and the other? And I was just like, no, I just need it for my Bell's palsy. But anyway, it has helped. And I wish when I first had Bell's palsy, I had gone on it. And I didn't want to take it, and didn't realize that it actually could have improved until I asked the doctor one time, like a couple years later, do you think that would help? And he said, you could try it. And it did help. So the eye doctor's office said that just looking at me, you could not tell. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Hello? Hold on just a minute. I am going to sign off now. My daughter's on the phone and I'm going to talk to her. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Okay.